That boy stupid.
Oh, you do? Oh, I was about to say, yeah, I'm a single wife. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Is that recording over there too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I ain't seen myself back into the screen. Yeah, I ain't know. Are we ready?
Yeah. Do you think Woody? Big Woody.
Okay. Hello, hi, welcome back.
Sad to pick us.
This is season 3, episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah, season 3, episode 1.
I like that.
3rd year, baby.
We in that bitch.
We in this bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all thought we was gone?
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought we were finished? So yes, we like to thank you all for like sticking with us and riding with us for the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, we're just getting better. We're growing and, you know, going through things. COVID kind of messed us up. COVID kind of threw us for a loop. COVID kind of had a nickname on there. COVID kind of, and COVID's still here. Ooh,
Yeah,
sorry, back itch.
still going through.
Yeah. Look like she also was saying, hold on, wait a minute.
Hey,
Y'all thought I was finished.
She the ultimate spin the blocker.
Yeah. Just when shit, you know, thinking it's about to die down.
She will spin the blocker.
She rams that shit right on back up. She said, cook that shit up, Quay. But yeah, so like I said again, thank you guys for rocking with us. And, you know, we have some great things really in store. So, you know, I'm looking forward to this next year.
Absolutely.
And stuff.
Yeah,
And beyond.
And beyond. Yes, yeah. Because, you know, I just think like it's going to stop. Yeah.
What Puffy say? We're going to be doing this shit now until the year 3000, bitches.
So this episode, I wanted to record this last month, but if y'all haven't caught on for the last couple of years, June is a big month. Not only because it's my birthday, it is Chris's birthday as well. And so we kind of take a little break during the month of June to...
And our birthday.
And our birthday, exactly. And the Amigos, right. So we have a lot going on in the month of June. So we always like to take a little break or whatever. But so today's episode is basically from a reflection of June. So June is Black Music History Month, if you guys did not know, or Black Music Month, however you want to word it. And so there's a game that I do for my game night that has, I mean, it damn near gets you into an argument. It gets you into an argument.
It's the second closest argument game to space.
Yeah, it really is. And so it's called Kulture Karaoke. Founded at Target.
Super lit game.
Yeah, well, I found out Target probably like the beginning of this year or so.
Yeah.
And so Chris has yet to have played it. Because each time I have had it for a game night, he has been MIA.
Goes down.
But yeah, so what we've done is there's a lot of categories. And I mean, it's like 100 cards, I believe. But you know, Black folks, we like to change up rules to some things. So so as you play the game, you start thinking of more and more categories. And so now I've got, like in my planner, I got a whole separate set, really a whole new game. Creators, y'all can call me. Because I think me and my crew, we got phase 2 of this game and stuff. So that's what I wanted to do for this episode. What did you laugh for?
Because I was going to say, because we're going to edit out the name of that, of the game. We did some checks cut.
Exactly.
We'll put it back in.
We've been wanting some checks cut for a good while now. We got to get these checks cut. Because I got a MacBook now. Everything.
Editor in chief.
What, Olive Garden said, and y'all come in this check too, the possibilities are endless. Possibilities
Oh my God.
endless over here. So that is what we are going to do today. Do you have the other phone?
No, we can use mine.
Oh, okay. All right. So what we have done when we play the game, what I've asked everyone to do when they come over is to bring their own phone or bring a Bluetooth speaker that's connected to their phone so we can all hear the song. Because, I mean, it's one thing to say it. And the actual crazy thing is the game itself says to perform. But, you know, everybody want to be shy.
Pretty much.
Niggas can't sing. Whatever the case may be. So then I was like, all right, bring your phone and play the songs off your phone. And so that's what we're going to do today. I mean, I could do Google. So I don't have to use your phone. I could do Google.
Okay.
Or whatever. So, yes. But I mean, y'all have anything else to say before we get started into the game?
I'm ready. I got a couple songs.
Okay. All right. So, first category that we have is commercial versus pure hip hop. We have to play a song. So we're going to do, everybody play a commercial song first, and then play a pure hip hop song.
And so, and by commercial, we mean like a really big song number wise. Like a very.
By commercial, we mean white people can listen to it and absolutely love it.
Yeah.
That's just what we mean.
Top 40, however you want to look at it.
And then pure hip hop would be a.
Song that they do not know.
Something like B-side cuts.
Yeah.
Something the DJ is going to play.
That's popular.
Mm-hmm.
So
who want to go first? I'll go first.
Go ahead. Do you have the song?
Yeah.
No. Are you going to play it?
No, because my phone is over there. Hey, Google.
You told me talking to my girl.
Play Hypnotized by Biggie.
And that's your commercial.
That's my commercial.
Hypnotized 2007 remaster by the Notorious B.I.G.
We're going to be about Google.
Playing on YouTube.
Yeah. But to me, this is one of the most gangster commercial songs ever. Like, the things that he was saying lyrically should not have been given to the masses the way it was presented.
Yeah.
But like we were talking off camera, what Puffy made great was the ability to take an older melody and make it both appealing to the younger generation as well as the older generation from which the melody comes, i.e. this song. Yeah, that's my commercial. What's your commercial?
Hey Google, play Cardi B, Bodak Yellow.
Wow.
Bodak Yellow by Cardi B. Sure. Playing on YouTube Music.
I mean, the song, when she hit, that's all we heard for 6 months straight. 6 months straight. I heard it everywhere. Some of every place. You know.
That's a very big song.
Very big.
I listen to that during my workouts.
And let's just be honest though, Cardi killed it. Like, if you were going to have a debut song that would take you from 0 to 5,000
that's the one.
in a matter of 32 days, this is the song to do it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, sorry. I got her motion sensor on, so that's
I mean, that's perfect because, you know, when we upload, we don't want too much of it cut out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So I know the song that I said prior to.
Oh,
We'll talk about it.
And I'll allude.
You trying to win the category? You trying to win? And this is how it starts, you guys. And this is how it starts.
Because when you think of a big song, this song right here to me really started like the social media trends that really got social media or integrated social media with music, and vice versa, like music being made for social media. So let's see what we got here.
And do you have YouTube Premium?
I do not.
So it's gonna play a commercial first.
No, this is Apple Music.
Oh, okay. All right. That's the other thing too. People don't have YouTube Premium on Apple Music.
Fucking mannequin challenge.
God,
But this was a big record.
Yeah.
Like this is like they probably still making money out of this.
Yes. Interesting take about this song, right?
Who was that?
That's the man.
She was doing the mac.
Yeah, I'll do the mac.
I joined in. They waited. Mike Will waited for Gucci to get out of prison to do that song.
And I mean, this is actually a good a song that I like, because most of the new TikTok songs, I don't even know nothing past whatever the little skits are.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, that one set it off. That was a huge song.
Okay. All right.
All right. So
now a pure
hip hop song.
hip hop song.
It's so many, but when I think of pure hip hop and the hip hop I grew up on, hey Google, play Money Cash Hoes by DMX.
Got it. Here's Jay-Z. Money, Cash, Pose.
Like,
Extended version. featuring DMX.
This was a commercial song to an extent because it got played on the radio.
She about to give goddamn credit.
Like that. But like when I think of like first of all, this is my favorite Jay-Z album of all time.
It is like that.
But this song right here,
Hey Google.
like I can just
Hey Google.
I see everything in my head. Like
Hey Google.
this is like what I feel as like pure hip hop. Like when you say Money Cash, it's so many others I could have used, but like for me, Money Cash holds just like epitomized like the golden age of hip hop, which we'll get to later in the episode.
Yeah.
Cause that's what it was, Money Cash Hoes.
Yeah. It didn't. And on top of that, that was two of rap superpowers. Just
Sparring
one
on a
track,
record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Pure hip hop. I've been trying to think. I think I'm going to go with this song because just the lyrics alone, to me, is dope. So, hey Google, play Little Brother.
Loving It by Little Brother.
That's the song I was gonna go with. See,
Wow.
that let you know that's how often
She
I play.
already knew.
She already knew.
Ah, this was that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was that shit. Like when you play songs like this, it brings so many more songs. Like,
Yeah.
yeah man.
Yeah. To me, pure hip hop is music that brings out emotion.
I was gonna say it gives you a feeling.
Yeah.
Gives you a feeling. And this definitely gives you a vibe. This is a good song, Robert. I don't even have this on my phone, but after this, I will.
I be surprising y'all.
I appreciate it.
Hey Google, pause. I surprised y'all.
Hey,
I'll be listening to hip hop.
She got some of this
Funny
stuff.
story about that song was I remember I think they had like a street team back when people had street teams to do shit. And they had came to Brown with the single for the younger folks. A single is like where you'll have the actual single and then probably like a B-side or something, then the instrumental, then the extended version, and all that other shit. So they were giving them out in front of Brown. And I remember I took it, I actually listened to it. But I think I frisbeed it after that. Like I didn't really
like you frisbeed it.
Not that I frisbeed it, it's just I didn't fuck with it when I first listened to it.
At the time.
But I listened to it in the context of the entire album, and that's one of the best albums in hip hop.
Like Little Brother, not just because the NC connection with Little Brother, but like them niggas are super dope, bro.
Yeah.
They really are.
Super dope. Like it's real hip hop.
Dope beats, dope rhymes. Hip hop ain't really that hard.
It's not.
Nah.
It just got to be done right. Shout out to my nigga D.
And they just really had some good ass albums. Like,
They have.
I mean, and
They hella relatable.
that, and also on the flip side, in one of the categories that we came up with was like the best skit. And I always end up forgetting, but they have some of the best skits, period, on an album.
Speaking of that, I was listening to an album that I kind of listened to for the skits, not for the skits, but they're some of my favorite skits on the album. What happened to streaming and like the omission of skits? Like,
People don't do skits anymore.
no, I mean like if you listen to an old album that has the skits, unless it's an actual skit instead of the skit being at the end of the song, it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to know
I lost
what
start.
the hell happened to it.
Yeah, skits are dope.
And what's your song?
So I have two,
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have
and
to.
it's depending on how we're going to define it.
Okay.
So is it like a song that's big to us, or like a pure hip like?
I think it's whatever you feel is
Pure.
pure hip hop to you. However you define that quote unquote genre of hip hop, or pure hip hop.
Okay. Well,
I want your body.
That's
That
album has great skits. That album has great skits.
and that's one of the albums I go to.
And this is one of the songs. This might be the song that made me get into hip hop. So
Okay.
you might not. You probably know the sound, but you probably don't know the song.
I don't know. I've been surprising you here lately.
Indeed.
So.
Indeed you have. Oh, wait. It hadn't played yet. Great. So let's see.
Are you going to the one?
He had to change his mind real quick. See, that's the beauty of the game.
Everybody knows this one.
Not Beardy.
Beardy.
You've been listening to Face. I think you've been listening to Memphis shit too long.
This song is pure hip hop because it is.
This is it, what?
You thought I was not gonna know this? Wow.
I was
Oh, I was about to say wow.
Now I want to know the song that you
Now I want to know
know
the song that you didn't think I was gonna know.
I mean, you know it, but I mean, you were young.
That was that.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I want
He
to.
tried
So
to
just to speak about this song for a second.
He did try to funny me.
This one might epitomize hip hop because it is beloved by all, and nobody knows any other words.
You just know the hook. This is it. Why?
Pretty much.
Lucini.
Oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
And even if you can put
You know what
together
word
some of
you
the
do?
jumbled
You
words,
got introduce it. That's
Yeah.
the only way I
or sipping amaretto,
Yeah.
that's it.
But the song is fucking great. And you know what's crazy about the two songs y'all just played? Lil Wayne killed both of them songs on the mixtape.
Oh, he did that in every song.
Yeah.
But he
I was
those two
listening to
songs.
one on the way up.
The one you played with Miss, I think I'll call it. Should I call it Darling?
Oh yeah,
On Dedication too?
Yeah. That might be my favorite Wayne.
Oh man, that was dope. Oh, he tried to play you, son. Like you don't know the. Oh, he tried to play. We on the war too.
I mean, I know you fuck with Trump.
Hey, I feel like you gotta do this when you listen to it.
Yeah, this song right here made me fall in love with hip hop.
He really tried to play you, Robin.
Because you don't really hear it though.
He tried to play her. I don't like that. I don't like that.
How old were you when this song came out?
What year did that song come out?
Like 92.
5. But you also realize my sister and I are 11 years and 6 months to the day.
Tanya
apart.
definitely was playing that.
Yeah.
So everything that you was listening to, that's how I knew. That's I was listening along with her.
To my defense,
Man, fuck your defense.
what you said about Ice Cream Man.
He tried to play
You
you.
was like, I was in elementary school.
I don't even know I was in elementary
He
school.
tried to play you.
That was underground. Like, how would I have known
Yeah.
that at elementary school in Hillsboro?
I was about to say a war tour.
I was about to say exactly. I
It was
wasn't
a big
hanging
hit.
with the hood. That was suburbs. So,
But-
Granted.
exactly.
Let's
You
talk about.
really trying to play
Let's
me?
talk about how like Five Dog is one of the greatest lyricists ever.
All right.
RP5.
Like
Oh, you didn't think I knew he was dead, huh? You thought I thought he was still alive, huh?
Yeah, I didn't even think you know who the Tribe Called Quest was.
you,
God,
you knew that
Lick.
was coming.
He really, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't even think.
He tried to play you, Robin. I don't like that.
Today, how are you doing today? Cause I ain't even got me mad no more. I thought he was gonna
Now
come out
y'all
with
see,
something
y'all
like.
see how the game can get really intense around here, right?
Absolutely.
All right,
Anyway, next category.
Okay.
The category is Soulja Boy Impact.
oh God. So first of all, this is why I.
Are we playing a song? Or we just gonna talk about his
I think
impact?
I think we're gonna just talk about this right here. So, like the reason I put that down is because like he literally changed the way
Flow for flow, bar for bar.
bar for bar.
Mhm.
He changed the way music is distributed. He changed how music is consumed,
He was the first one to be on YouTube.
and he really changed like the executive level structure of the music industry, because what he did was Soulja Boy went from producer to consumer using the internet.
Yeah.
So that took out the A&R, the street team that you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have to push the record anymore. It took out the need for a real radio budget, because you don't really need radio to get internet spins.
Right.
So like now, if you look at the game, as they call it, or the music industry, he laid the blueprint with that damn Soulja Boy Tell 'em.
Yeah.
And MySpace.
And I mean, just to be that young and have that kind of foresight.
Right.
Oh God.
I mean, of course, you think You think
Chris
you
is
just,
really, he is.
He's tapping on the nerve.
He is barking up a tree.
I mean, I hate to have my sound on.
You need to have your sound on. Know how to play sound? No, you don't. Because I listen. No, you don't. You can have your phone on silent.
He's
Just
a
listen.
new iPhone user. We let him get away with that.
Well, let me turn it off. But yeah, I mean, just to be that young and be that influential, I don't even think that he knew.
At that point?
Oh, no.
He knows now.
Because he definitely changed like the entire landscape.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how would you know? Like, I mean, think about it. You know, I mean, we were kind of in that age range a little. Because I mean, to be honest, you think about Soulja Boy. I think about him being only like 22 years old, but his man is still like 31. He's like right behind me and stuff. Soulja Boy and Chris Brown, two people that I think about them being so far away, but they were really like 2-3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But think about that time. I mean, you wouldn't have known. I mean, we were all in that new digital space age, you know, YouTube coming out, MySpace, and all that stuff. I mean, we were computer programmers and IT techs before we even knew what the hell we were doing. We were coding and shit and everything. And stuff. So I mean, you know, you don't know because we don't know where the digital age or where it was going. I mean, you know, of course, we know it was evolving, you know, on a 6-month basis and stuff like that. But still, how would you have known? And furthermore, for him to still be relevant to this day.
Yeah.
And then let's not forget the ringtone game.
Yeah.
God,
for the younger viewers.
Do y'all remember y'all first like real ringtone?
That I bought?
Yeah. That was $1.99 or $2.99 depending on the song. I can tell you which one was mine. I never forget.
I don't think I ever bought one.
Oh, I had Damn by Youngbloods. Had to let these niggas know.
Yeah, I don't think I ever bought one.
I can't remember the first, but I do remember one vividly.
Mm.
And it was Chunk Up the Deuce.
I had that one too.
I remember that one vividly because it used to ring off just the beginning of it.
And then I remember the real ringtones.
No.
Like when you call back or like when you call somebody in the phone. Yeah.
Only just like one carrier that had those.
Which is Verizon.
Yeah, freaking Verizon. That made y'all lit. It did separate.
Rob had Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I'm trying to think, I cannot remember what I had to say in my life. Then his went over to Beethoven. And I mean, dead ass, my father probably just got rid of that ringtone maybe within the last 5 years. He had that all the way up until maybe like 20, I'd say maybe 2015.
Do they still offer that feature? I think
it was like $25 a month.
I don't know.
Because that was a dope feature.
It was.
Like nobody wants to just hear a phone ring.
Exactly.
Being able to add music to it is kind of dope.
Yeah. So let's see. Next category. Women in hip hop.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta play some songs with this. I think we should get like go around and then come back around.
Okay.
So
how are we doing this? Like
just like I guess you could do like your favorite women in hip hop. I got two.
Okay.
My first one is Mia X. Simply because I feel like when we have the discussion of like female MCs, like she gets lost in a lot of
her and Gangsta Boo.
Like she really be spitting, and one song that she really got these niggas on is this one. Like, this is one of my favorite verses, not just from a female, but just like in general. Like the way she rolled the beat, what she was saying, she was the most gangster person on this fucking song. I'm a lady alligator. Split your decision maker. But yeah, that's my first one, is because she doesn't get as many flowers as she deserves.
Are you playing both, or are you just gonna do this one?
I'm just gonna do one for right now, then we're gonna come back around.
Okay. You going or you want me to go?
You go ahead.
So let's see if I'm gonna take it back. I have two taking it back. So you gotta remember the time and age when I came up.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Google ain't gonna do it right. So I'm just got to say
So what's the song?
The first one is Queen Latifah's Ladies First.
Ladies first.
Because Queen was spitting. Queen was spitting on that. Her and Mona Love was spitting on that. And then two, the song that's pivotal, actually, and then it's same person, but two verses that were pivotal to me in my childhood, which should speak a lot as somebody who's 8 and 9 years old. One was Crush on You, Lil' Kim's verse. Cause I'm telling niggas,
you coming through with all see through.
Exactly. Got a bag of the lethal. Cause I would be undressed in a bra and a see-through. Okay, yeah. So and that's one. And then two is because I remember this. Me and my cousin used to sing this song all the time and used to try to replay the video, like if we would be in the video. And that is "I Can Love You" by Mary J. and Lil' Kim. And she used to be Mary J. And I'll be Lil' Kim. And I'll be Lil' Kim.
Oh, that was that shit too.
On the back in Honda with Tanisha and Rhonda. And yeah, so you would think that I was really going through some heartbreak, some heartaches. Love my man.
But I mean, you come from an R&B background, which we'll get into later. So you understand, you can relate to songs like this.
Right.
So you understand. Hey, this was a banger though. This was a fucking banger. Damn, is that shit. Is this? You was in love at 8, 9 years old?
I was in love. Yeah, cause why?
Yeah, I love
Cause why? Cause y'all niggas ain't never been in love like I've been in love.
Like she been in love.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
I'll just say my first female MC because I see her coming back around, like in other artists now. LaChat. I actually gave a listen to Murder She Spoke, and her imprint is definitely in the game
Who's that?
now. LaChat, but
No, but
I
who's
can
Murder
see.
She Spoke? Oh, that's a
That-
name.
Yeah. So that album came out like 01, 02. I think it was shortly after Chicken Head, which inspired Bacon Head.
Yeah.
So that's one inspo. I hear her a lot in Megan, and then the little bits that I've heard of Glorilla.
Oh, you
Yeah,
about?
I'm
I'm about to say
okay.
you because my next song is set the tone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same to me. I mean,
Yeah.
Or I mean, it's just like a history repeating itself when I hear those southern or those lady MCs with that south to mid southern rapping patterns. I mean, it's just it's her.
Yeah.
Even though she might have not had the appeal of like a Megan Thee Stallion, it was still the same.
Yeah.
She had the bars though.
She still had the bar.
So my second song, and I'm gonna shout out Glorilla and her ratchet ass friends. Like, bro, they got some good music out. Like, not just fuck nigga free, but the shit they did before that shit. Like, they really have some.
And they really can rap.
They really can. But this song right here, it changed how I, as a 13, 14-year-old, looked at females in hip hop. But because before this song, it was women power, ladies first, But when this shit dropped, nobody, first of all, the look alone.
Yeah.
Like, she brought sex appeal.
Yeah.
But then the shit that she was saying on this shit, and then like, yeah, Biggie wrote some of her raps, but she wrote a lot of her shit.
Yeah.
I like, Lil C's admit she wrote some of his Junior Mafia shit. She wrote her own shit, but this right here, this was the one.
Yeah. And she infused her personality into rhymes that might have been written for her. So she really made it her own.
Yeah, that was that shit. That's my shit right there.
So mine is Like You Love, Glorilla and her ratchet ass friends. I also say that the City Girls are my little ratchet ass cousins. And when I heard, like, I heard City Girls some years ago or whatever, when they kind of first hit the scene. But I ain't never paid attention. I'm like, oh, they little ratchet ass girls, They ain't can't put me. So then I was working out one day, Google was just playing. Then the song came across. The first, what got me was the beat, because I instantly knew it was a remake of Parliament. And so I was like, oh, who is this? And then when the verse hit, I said, oh.
What's the name of the song?
Take Your Man. I had to rewind that shit back. I was this little girl spitting.
So which one you like better? Because I'm a JT fan.
JT. I like them both instantly. I like them both together because they really do complement each other. You know who is the rapper out of the two, and that is JT. Miami has the flow, but you can tell JT has the passion for the actual art itself. And so, but you need that because I look at it like that would be like me and Mallory being, city women and stuff. And so, it's just like, Miami be like Young Miami and I be the JT or vice versa. We complement each other. We're a balance or whatever and stuff. Or more, I could say Carrie and I would be like the balance.
Because I like JT, but like I like Carisha more than I like Young Miami, if that makes sense. Because in that interview, I think I like.
Which one?
I'm a man. I like how she looks, and when she told that nigga, we go together real bad, I wanted to be her boyfriend right then. Just off of the way confidence, the way she said real bad.
But and then also with that, what I liked about that interview, you said what?
I said and the delusion.
But honestly, you could tell that her and Diddy really do have something, because the way he was, you can tell
that nigga had to light the joint.
That and the way he just looked at her, the way he just honestly just kept looking at her. Outside of like both of them are very gorgeous. We just talked about JT, how gorgeous she looks.
Bad, man.
And so, but you could just tell Diddy just likes whatever it is about, with her ratchetness and her hood.
She make her feel young,
right? And she probably, and we know she's funny because she's cracking us up, her videos and stuff like that. And stuff, so you can just tell, like she probably keeping that nigga on his toes like that with that question, like we go together real bad, and they kind of like, he probably like, all right.
She didn't break.
Talk about this in the car.
She didn't break at all. He was like, we go together. She said real bad.
Yeah, he probably like, all right, Carisha,
like a shirt to say real
like,
bad.
There you go again.
Right, okay, all right, Risha, and stuff like that. So that's what I like City Girls together. So since I heard that song, I've been a city woman ever since.
Maybe it's just been your little ratchet nieces.
Just my ratchet ass nieces and stuff. Just I'm proud of them. And with all of Megan too. I definitely cannot leave Megan out. I cannot leave Meg out.
That little wave, Meg, Lotto, City Girls, Cardi. I feel like Cardi is the leader of that.
Yeah, Cardi too. Flo Milli. Flo Milli is getting into.
You know who we got to mention?
Who?
We got to. We don't want the comments to blow up because they are relentless. The Barbs.
Oh God, I thought you was gonna say that too.
Yeah, you got to.
No, because
this is like a new era.
I will say.
She's also like 40.
Her own marriage.
Yeah, but she's also like 40. So I'm thinking of the women. I'm thinking of the girls who are 29 and younger.
Yeah,
who
like
are still
like the new era.
Yeah, they
Cardi and
from 21 to 29.
Because you gotta think like Nicki.
She's a mom.
Nicki filled a vacuum for 7 to 8 years.
By herself.
Like once that Foxy and Lil' Kim beef kind of died down, it was like no females in hip hop until Nicki busted.
Well, it was Rim. Let's not forget.
Rim
got locked up. Yeah, she got.
So it was like a real big vacuum there to where it really wasn't no female MCs in the game. They tried it with nothing that was getting. I mean, I'm glad you mentioned that because at that same time we had a Rhapsody come, and like still to this day, pure hip hop heads, going back to the first category, pure hip hop heads, we respect everything that Rhapsody does because she speaks to our love of the purity of hip hop.
Right.
But she's not gonna get the push because she ain't out here talking about pussy popping, shaking ass, and all that shit.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that because that's just a part of a woman expressing herself. But consumers ain't they don't want to hear about Harriet Tubman and uplifting, black women that way.
Right.
They want to see you shaking ass. They want to hear you talking about sucking dick and popping pussy. And then if you sprinkle some motherfucking knowledge in there, they'll consume that. But if you just all knowledge, nah, you ain't getting that.
I believe the young lady, I can't think of the artist, but she did say this. And I think about this quite often. This is kind of a little bit maybe how I try to live my life lately. The head, get the bread, and leave. Yes, those three
Words to live by.
Words to live by. So who's your second female, Chris?
You gonna go with your booski?
Who?
Meg.
Yeah.
Nah, I love Meg. I love her to death. But I was trying to trim it down. I know who I want to go with if I had to pick one.
Go.
But I want to kind of highlight some of the women in her same era, her time frame. But she would be the leader of this group to me. Of course, Missy. I mean, you can't mention rap period without Missy.
But and we've talked about this before. We talked about it with the women's episode a couple months ago. Missy is such in a lane by herself. Yeah. Like, you just really, and not even just talking about with, hip hop or R&B, anything, just period.
It's just Missy.
It's Missy, period. And so I feel like that's a whole episode. We could do it. Yeah, we're going to do that in the spring sometime. Like a whole music episode of just Missy by herself.
She was her, and she just couldn't miss with just being her. Like, just her style by herself. I mean, you had to fuck with it.
Right.
Do you know how many times she changed her style? And then, like you said, she never missed. We've seen hip hop artists change, and their change is just not consumable.
Yeah.
But for Missy, it was like another one.
Like, this is her, but it's like a different.
It's
like,
a different
I can
version.
see it, but
something like God, that was my shit.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs.
I was thinking about that one too. Oh, shout out to Brad.
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
she got Angie Martinez as a Grammy. I'm just leave that out.
Of course, the whole Ladies Night roster.
Ladies Night, what?
Her
must be Angie on the
Left
night.
Eye. A couple names that I really do want to mention. Of course, you got your Little Kims and everything, but two women MCs that really carried a load during that era as well. It's got to be Trina and Eve.
I was gonna bring up Trina.
Those two.
Yes, because I was thinking about Eve too. Yeah.
So big like the sun.
I
love that.
Trina was filthy, but she came with it every time
she had her
Eve was a nigga at that time.
Yeah.
Bull in the skirt.
She was definitely she was Rough Rider for life.
Right.
At that time.
Now you look at her,
do you know how many women got paws on their titties?
Right, because of her.
You know how many women cut their hair short and dyed it blonde? Because it was this dude in Sanford. I ain't gonna call his name out. But he had a little three-piece, a little roster. And he was probably the first nigga I knew that had a polyamorous relationship. All of them had to cut their hair. All of them dyed it blonde.
And they did.
And two of them got the little paws.
And they did it?
They did it.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry, hold on, because that reminded me. Somebody said on Facebook the other day, they was like, every girl don't need to dye their hair red because some of y'all looking like meatloaf. When I was at work, somebody thought something was wrong when they walked by. I had my head down. I was cracking. I was at tapped my disc with my head down. I know somebody thought I was praying or something like something bad happened. I was crying
That's funny.
bad because it made me think about this one girl who currently has her hair red. And I thought about it. I said, boy, she looking like a Cracker Barrel meatloaf special.
The more of this story is Donna Roots too.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Trina and Eve. I like that.
So, decline of the golden age is the next topic.
Now, before we move on, I did want to just bring up this point because we talked about what happened to the remix. What happened to posse cuts?
Who could?
A posse cut.
Yeah.
So like that No Limit song I just played,
Mm-hmm.
that's a posse cut.
Where
Everybody is on. Yeah. It died with the compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to think about how many times you hear that now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I was thinking about Eve and like her songs with the rest of Rough Rider, how she was able to hold her own.
So
those were some dope.
since you mentioned
Well. Wait a minute now. Hold on. There's some out.
Okay.
QC
Cat one.
Yeah, QC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what's your favorite posse cut? Just off the top of the dome. I know what mine is.
Yeah.
Fuck them other niggas.
I think
Either that one or Ghetto Symphony.
I believe I listen to that song, if not every day, at least every other day.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
Be on some fuck them other niggas.
I can use different devices and that'll come up on a shuffle.
Yeah.
Well, what else?
Yeah, exactly.
What else on your posse list? I could go on for days of posse.
Scenario 2000.
Mm.
That was on one of Eve's albums.
I feel like Make Us Ain't
That word for word.
Because I feel like Make Us Ain't was just each person brought everything. Like that's like
You know,
even Silk.
you know what's crazy? That song could have been a commercial. We could have played that for a commercial. Like I was surprised how commercial that song went.
You and me both. Because that was like a pep rally jam.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly due to the.
You know who else had a dope posse cut? Take It to the House.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yep.
Oh man.
Shout out to Trick Daddy.
Get up, get out.
You better get up, get out, cut that bullshit out. Ain't you sick and tired of having to do it out?
Watch for the Hook is probably my favorite one out of the Dutch family.
It's a great fucking song.
It's another underrated. I ain't gonna say underrated because we know about them, but I feel like maybe the young kids don't know about them.
For the dungeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Bring back the Dungeon Family.
they only like
Who we talking about?
Outkast like sort of kind of like overshadowed the greatness of the Dungeon Family
Right.
because most people only know Outkast of I Like the Way You Move and Sorry Miss
Oh,
Jackson.
wait. We were talking about commercial songs. Hey,
One of the most commercial.
boy, white folks love that.
Or Roses.
Roses, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, like you have to go beneath the surface and like peep the lyrics of those songs. Like I'm
Oh yeah, Roses. Shit. Yeah, Roses. Yeah.
I think Roses was in white movies.
Interesting one. Prototype. He wrote that song for Janet Jackson, and she didn't want it, so he sang it himself.
You are the prototype.
My
I was listening to that shit.
Yeah.
You know what? That used to be something. Was that your song?
What?
Prototype used to be somebody. Yeah, I was gonna say it used to be somebody. Shit.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
We will tiptoe to the sun and do things I
That was a
know
great
you
album.
like. Great album. So, decline of the golden age. New York did it to themselves. So, I was watching a podcast the other day with Math Hoffa. Shout out to Math Hoffa. And he made a great point. He said, what killed the golden age of hip hop, which we know as New York hip hop, right? He said, when you go to Atlanta, they play Atlanta songs. When you go to LA, they play LA songs. When you go to Texas, they play Texas songs. When you come to New York, they play everybody but New York rappers. And then they made a point, was like, well, New York rappers aren't putting it in their budgets, blah, 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 blah. No. New York DJs aren't fucking with New York rappers if their name ain't Jay-Z. So y'all killed y'all own fucking industry by not playing your own records. But back to the Soulja Boy thing, it was already declining, and he just like put that last nail in the coffin. Yeah. Put the golden age of hip hop. He put that last nail in the coffin.
One thing that I think that really, or my nail in the coffin for it, and I believe it myself, even if I can't really articulate it, but I think it was 50 Cent.
I was gonna say 52.
Yeah, didn't you say something about 50 earlier?
Yeah,
off camera.
He because he did
in the club. That's another commercial shit.
Yeah, but it was like
that might have been bigger than the one I was talking about.
I think he went like too far commercial because he had the machine, like the real machine, like Interscope, Universal Interscope, however you want to look at it. Like that's the machine. Everything follows. A lot of these labels that we know are either signed to Universal through a distribution, or they're independent and they're doing a split for distribution through Universal. It all flows through them, and 50 was the blueprint to show them, hey, it don't take much.
Go.
For me,
that was it.
I had saw somebody and they had a breakdown of how 50's music didn't necessarily sound New York. Like most of his sounds like heavy bass. Of course, it had Dre's influence, but then you think about songs like PIMP. They had more of a Southern influence to it.
21 Questions gave me more of an LA vibe because you gave me, you got Nate Dogg. Yeah.
Right.
So he was like one of the biggest New York artists. Because if you look at New York, yeah. So like if you look at New York artists today, you can't really tell that they're from New York. So him blowing up, but not having that, and to the second point, like people kind of got a little bit tired of hearing that, like 5% of New York rap.
Right.
So for you to have such a massive star come out of a specific region and that doesn't have a definitive sound for that region, I think that's what did New York.
Somebody just said the other day, I don't know if it was on Twitter, Facebook, IG, somewhere, that in all retrospect, if we think about it, there's no reason why Ja Rule should have got pushed to the side as quickly outside of. Because if you look at it, Ja Rule was the better rapper. He had the better songs. He had the better beats. He had the better flow over 50 Cent. It was just that, right. And it was just that 50 was something, I guess, fresh or, a bully of sorts. And that's what got him, up out of there. But it was just like, if there was no 50, Ja Rule would be, on the top that we would,
He made commercial diss songs great. Wankster.
Right.
Like you had Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up was a great diss song, but it wasn't that commercial as Wankster was.
Damn, that Wankster. Oh, how them niggas wore that out in high school. God,
if you think about it,
shout out to Buffy about it.
Shout out to Buffy. If you think about it,
he
followed Ja Rule's fucking formula. Like you did the exact same thing. You were singing on the hooks or harmonizing on the hooks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I thought about it, whenever they said it, and I sat there and thought about it, I was like, damn.
Same shit.
He really did.
He got that man whole style.
And the thing about it to me, when I look at it, is it's just indicative of rap in itself as like a black genre or medium. Is that you really don't last long. Like if you were hot and you're a rapper, you probably got a 3-year shelf life. So he was catching Ja on the way out anyway.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because that's when they brought it up, and I started to think. I'm like, seriously, if we take 50 out, so let's just say 50 Cent didn't exist during that time. Ja Rule could have really had a couple more years in here. I mean, I'm not now. Again, that was 20 years ago. So are we gonna be talking about Ja still being right here relevant now? Probably not. He probably had to the end of 2010, like T.I.
I think what he wouldn't have been able to
Ja Rule
do
is the T.I. of the North.
you stupid, is
Coin that. Y'all coin that. Y'all gonna think about that
Please
shit.
don't. 'Cause
He wouldn't
I don't want that
have-
nigga throwing big words at me.
he wouldn't have been able to continue to make those R&B hip hop songs because like hip hop itself was moving out of that, so you really had to have some gangster talk.
What
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying,
what I'm saying. It
but
phased out of that portion that 50 kind of
Usher did.
Yeah.
But I don't know, you guys, because when I still think about hip hop music and everything, we's going up to 2010. Like I said, I give me 2010, maybe 2011, 2012. Ja still might would have had it.
Cause he still might
would have had it.
Because when he dropped New York, like that was a huge fucking record. And it almost brought his career back. He just didn't have a good follow-up to it. He could follow it up with Clapback. Go clap back, go clap back. No, that's not one.
No.
But that New York, with Jada Kissing, and Fat Joe.
Right. Cause look when at the what you call it at the verses when that dropped, bananas. So yeah, I think Ja would have had it up until the end of 2010. Had there not been 50 Cent to kind of push him on out of the way quickly and stuff, because like again, Ja Rule is the T.I. of the North. North.
T.I. she ain't mean it.
The North remembers. So,
Because we have those who pontificate about what
speaking
I
of
am doing.
Ja Rule and 50, so a couple of episodes ago, I believe I said I do not like speaking ill of the dead. So I'm not going to speak ill of said man because I don't know that young man. But I'm just going to talk about what he left behind, which is his music. Pop Smoke really did not reach me. As much as folks try to like push him, like, oh, he was about to be the new Tupac, man. He really had some dope records and yada yada yada. Listening to a couple songs, he got a nice voice. But to me, his records were nothing but average and mediocre. And so I'm like, could we say, he probably would have lasted a little bit, especially in this deal. And he looked good. So, if you look good, that's going to take you a little bit further. Well, I don't know. Davies? I don't know. You look good, but.
I'll say that he had a really big future ahead of him. Because the one thing that I got from his songs, like, it ain't something that I play on the daily, but just thinking about hearing his songs played in the club,
that's what I was gonna say.
That would have took him.
And maybe that's where, because it's not like I'm in the club. In the clubs I am going to, we ain't playing without Pop Smoke.
But that's what would have sustained Pop Smoke, is that he knew how to. He had the pulse of the youth. Yeah. He would have been the leader of the drill.
Because he had some dope songs, but they're not like, they were youthful songs. Mm-hmm. They were playing playing loud as fuck, and have a good time to
His dance was dope.
But
what made me realize that, because I was the same way with you with Pop Smoke, I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga with his deep ass voice? Like, he just didn't really resonate to me. But then I started to pay attention to how his peers like flocked to him. Yeah. So I was like, it got to be something to this nigga.
They knew he was up next.
Got to be something to this.
But I do hate that he lost his life such at
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
right. When you could tell that he really was getting ready to take off.
Yeah, he was on his way, man. He definitely was on his way.
And stuff. Y'all, we're gonna have to finish this up on another episode because we are coming up like on an hour. So we got one left. We're gonna do this one. I don't even want to, because this one right here.
Yeah, that's a whole episode.
That's a whole episode. Which one? Hold on. Pause. Because we talking about hip hop, and we can end this on this one. Because you and I had this conversation. I think I called you the other day, like a couple weeks ago, about this, and it made me think about it while y'all talking. Rick Ross needs to make an album. Nothing but him, hip hop R&B album. Matter of fact, he can make a whole album of Maybach music.
So you mean like a Justice League produced hip hop R&B album, like with your Dice Pineapples, your my favorite song is Peace Sign. I fucking love that song.
That or what's the song? Superfly.
Superfly.
All of that.
Aston Martin
music. Because what's the other song on now I can't think of the name of the song. Him and CeeLo. Because going to pig, stop jiving with you.
Oh, that'll be
their way.
Right.
That'll be a good one to do the what's the name?
The skit.
The skit, yeah.
I
got 2 tears of joy.
So, but it just made me think about. I mean, cause to me, Teflon Don is his best album. That's the album I listen to beginning to finish, on almost a weekly basis. But it just really made me think. I'm like, yo, this nigga does not miss
when it comes
to an R&B. When he got an R&B feature, it is, you know. And then just listen to all the Maybach music because like I pulled up like a Google playlist of like Maybach music 1 through 6.
Oh yeah,
and I mean, again, this man did not miss, and I'm like, yo, I did a whole album.
Speaking of, then we can make this the last category for today. What's your favorite hip hop R&B collab? And it could be
that is one of the categories that's in.
And it could be a hip hop song with an R&B feature, or R&B song with a hip hop feature. Made that thing, huh? Because the one you played earlier, that shit was dope.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna tell you that
Mary
and Little Kim, and I think I did that one of the episodes. Not one episode, one of the game nights.
Like Mary,
because I mean the song.
I don't know what
when
mine
she took you on a journey.
She did.
Cause the first sitting here, you're like, oh shit, what's happening? Wondering why you don't love. Like, damn, this nigga do not love.
I know that shit because you don't love. I'll play one of my favorites. It probably is not my favorite, but like this song puts me in a good mood.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Like it just puts you in a good mood, man.
I mean, you can think about
Cherry Red one.
You do Pun and Joe.
I was gonna play that one, still not a player. I'm just going through my playlist and seeing.
Shit. What is it?
It's some great.
Hey, Tears of Joy. That shit. Hey, I was feeling that nigga.
I can't think of that.
Shit, I got so many.
Yeah, I feel like I said.
Meth and Mary.
Yeah.
I think I would still. I mean, as good as song is, I think I would. To me personally, because I'm just that of a Mary fan, I would put. I Can Love Him above. Meth and Mary.
Same song.
To me, that's me. That's me. I don't give a fuck what yours.
And that's the great thing about this. It's like these are all personal opinions, and I love that about it.
But let me tell you. So playing the game, you haven't been here to experience playing the game, but you have, and you've only got in like a couple of times. But you know, I've played this like a lot. My dude comes through heavy every single time.
Yeah,
and it pisses me off, to be honest. It really be pissing me off because I'm just like, you be coming like, sir, like he pulled, I can't even remember. We played like about 4 or 5 months ago, and he pulled a song out the hat. And like all of us looked at each other like, how would you even, like, a song that we knew for a fact that none of us have heard in like the last 38 years. And it's just like, so you had this already on the deck.
He been thinking about it all week.
That's why I was just like, ain't no way. But he comes with some heat, and it really be having me hot. Because I'm like, sir, like, you really come with some heat, and it pisses me off. But I mean, I feel like we've all had some good, because even like with you and I, especially when it comes to sampling, we go back and
That's
forth.
what I was about to say.
Yeah, I was about to say,
what's
we
your
go.
favorite sample?
A sample I found the other day. Well, not the other day. Maybe like 3 weeks ago. Because that's when I think I called you. No, I was on the way. I think I was on the way to pick up the kids. And the T.I.
Which one?
So
Oh, why you wanna?
yeah, it's a sample from a house music song.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
And I was just blown, like, because I was listening to house music. And then I said, hold on, hold on. And they had to give me, I was like, say, what? I was like, wow. I was like, nothing is real anymore. Nothing is real anymore.
I got so many samples.
I'm trying to think, but R&B hook or a rap hook, well, R&B hip hop fusion song.
So many.
It is. I mean, honestly, shit. Beyonce and Jay-Z alone is a whole. That's they the top.
So it's this one song that like I want to get the nastiest sensual lap dance from.
Okay. Is this the weekend?
It's the Dream.
The
Dream, man. First of all, shout out to North Carolina.
Shout out to it.
This song right here, Extremely Blessed. Yeah. Because
Because
he's talking to a stripper.
I know. I'm actually disappointed in you. Like,
Yeah.
We gonna
You
talk
ain't
about,
gay one either. Or yours, well, the Mary shit.
yeah. But I mean, it's so many more. Like I said, Tears of Joy. Honestly, to me, maybe that music. That's 4.
Yeah.
With Erica. Everybody knows how the story goes. Money and the clothes.
They both come and go. But guess who stays the same?
You gon' see the name.
I have an obscure one.
What's that?
It's so obscure I don't even know if it will qualify. It's definitely not nothing legendary like to the effect of like a Meth and Mary or nothing like that. But if you could qualify it, buy your drink.
Why you can't qualify that? That's great music. Let's talk about T-Pain's impact right quick.
Just what I thought the episode was ending.
Let's talk about how Teddy Payne really gonna get all the flowers that he really
Teddy pinned her ass down.
Yeah.
I did not like T-Pain at first. Like I hated Offsprung.
I just remembered too, because we talked, sorry, because I'm hearing T-Pain, but then it made me think of Jamie Foxx. And then it made me think about him in not Overnight Celebrity.
Him and Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a good one too. Overnight Celebrity.
Yeah.
It doesn't have. It's 2 rappers, but it still gives you that rap and R&B feel.
Or slow jams.
Are you gone? Oh my God, slow jams.
Girl can come to
What's the name?
yeah.
I was thinking about when you said Jamie. I thought about the Neo.
She got her own.
The remix? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
She got her own remix because it had Fab at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fab and Little Mo.
And
Fab and Little Mo. Them niggas had a run, bruh.
Now that's the song. Okay, so much heartache I was going through in elementary school.
Okay,
With that brought me back in high school. That was the high. Baby, 14 years old. I'm at the point of my life. Well, I'm tired of playing. I feel like I sound like Carisha. Tired of playing games.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Ready to settle
Damn, Fab and Little Mo.
Yeah, I'm mad it didn't come to me, but I would say slow jams would probably be
Slow jam.
pinnacle to me.
Ready to have some kids.
You can't go wrong with slow jam.
But yeah, Teddy P.
Yes.
I feel like I really feel like T-Pain gets lost in how musically talented he is because people think auto-tune really made him, when in all honesty, he just was using a technology that everybody was already using.
Right. I'm think about it.
You know, he doesn't really need it. See, and that's different. Like they use the thing like that. What he used, they use the synthesizer. But auto-tune, everybody uses auto-tune. Chris Brown will tell you right now, he uses auto-tune.
Yeah. I need to know somebody. Ooh, that's right.
It's big,
I want to know what was his concert like the other night.
I heard it was really fucking dope. My cousin Demetrius went. Him and his baby mom, the one that came to the party, they went and he was like, "Yo, it's really, really good." He said it started raining, but he was like, "Fuck it."
I saw somebody comment on it and they were saying he just got too much music.
He does.
Like it was some songs, like well-known songs, he had to leave off the set.
Which is
Like,
crazy.
to the point to where he was like asking the crowd, like, "What should I play next?"
Yeah, he made that like a part of the show. He has an interactive part of the show where he lets them pick like 2 songs for him to perform. He like puts 3 on it and like y'all pick one. But
you keep running. Okay, sorry, back to
yeah. There's an auto tune by Jay-Z made people feel like T-Pain didn't have any talent.
When in all actuality, nigga was more talented than
a lot of people in music right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't say it made it seem as though he didn't have talent. It made him the scapegoat
For shit.
It put a target on one person to be able to be like,
you're T-Paining too much.
that's the auto-tune nigga right there. But what everybody else doing is cool.
It's cool. But he can't
so
do
we knew,
it.
So we knew that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Versus, not to say it was in secrecy, but
Like we had never really heard him without it, so it made it seem like that's what.
But when we did, we was like, "Damn, this nigga don't even need it."
Right.
Just drop an R&B out.
He dropped R&B out. But he did have a shit. What is rapper turned singer? Or singer turned rapper? Some shit like that. But yeah, I really, really, really fuck with T-Pain, and he got a dope podcast.
So we're gonna have to come back to this because we pretty much discussed primarily hip hop. We never really got to R. We talked a smidge of R.
We're gonna get into the.
But we got to talk about.
We're gonna get into the roots of R&B.
I ain't been on Prince shirt for nothing.
We're gonna get into Prince and his imprint on hip hop because when I found out that what's my song I always go to? Matter of fact, y'all go ahead and talk, and I'm just gonna play
Because
it.
we are music, so this shit can go for
Exactly.
like 3 episodes.
It really could, and it might. We might have to do a what's the name episode
What's the name?
over Anchor where we just talk about music.
Okay, we can.
Just to throw it in there.
I'm waiting on you to find the song, and then we can.
Oh, you like?
No, we're gonna close this thing on up. The people want to know what the hell you trying to do.
Oh, it's coming.
You got a lot going on. I need you to split this shit up.
Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna say sampling could be his own episode.
Yeah, it really can be.
That may be the.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. Okay. Episode 1 of season 3. I have to say episode 3 of 1. 1A. Yeah, because we got 1B and C and D coming. So we got to break this thing on down. But again, thank you again for rocking with us for as long as you have. And we really do have some great things in store for this season. And we're excited to really.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah, it really is, So.
Y'all won't just see our lovely faces. You're gonna see some new faces, probably a couple familiar faces.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited.
Oh, and I didn't even announce either, because the biggest thing that's happened since our last episode is that my company is together. We're official. Top Heavy Media Group is officially official. Official as a whistle. But so some things coming with that, working on that behind the scenes as well and stuff. And yeah, so just stick around, continue to support us.
Announcements are coming soon.
Yes. And yeah. And if you can hear the rain, there's rain going on outside. It is summer rain.
Oh, when it's cold outside.
Are
you
but yeah, so I'm 1,
2,
3.
Amigos.
Peace.
Okay.